I'm currently only wearing one sock. You see, this sock was on my other foot, and I know what you're thinking. How do we know that that's the sock that was on the foot and that there's not another sock on the foot right now? I guess you're just gonna have to take my word for it, because the only way to actually prove it is to show you my feet, and I don't want those on the internet. Anyways, this wasn't my choice. You see, I didn't want to do this. Well, I guess if, we're talking about, it was kind of my choice, but really, if it's a choice between wearing a wet sock and wearing no sock, that's no choice at all. Let's go back a little bit. You see, my chud self was like, I think I want a little treat. I think I deserve one. Just a little brownie. So I had a brownie, and I was like, what would go great with this brownie? I'm going to treat myself even more. Icarus. I'm going to have some milk. Some good old 2% milk. Not even whole milk, just a little 2%. So I went over to the fridge, and I get myself some milk. But my chud self, I didn't deserve that treat apparently, because I poured that milk, and let me tell you, that milk poured me. No, I poured that milk, and I drank it, and it was good, and I put the milk back in the fridge, but as I was doing it, a string of events so outlandish, so otherworldly occurred that I can't even recall them. It's just zapped from my mind. It's not even like partly in reality. It's so far out of reality that my brain decided to wipe it just from its memory because it couldn't make sense of it. To the best of my knowledge, what happened was I put the milk carton in the fridge, and karma said, no, you did not deserve that treat, you chud. So it animated the milk carton, and the milk carton decided that I was such a chud and I didn't deserve that treat so much that he decided to kill himself. He jumped off out of the fridge, and somehow his cap blew off and just spilled all over my sock. I mean, I don't get it, man. Like, why did this happen? Why did this have to happen? I just wanted a little treat. Maybe I should stop calling my shelf my chud self. Wow, I just created that too. I didn't even do that consciously. That was genuinely like a misspeak. But even my subconscious knows I'm a chud. I'm chudding out. No, it's not good. I'm not a chud. I am not a chud. I feel like I have to go to like like a Chudaholics Anonymous meeting and say, hi, it's me, and I'm not a chud. But I genuinely, I was not deserving of that treat. I did nothing today worthy of that treat, and karma knew it, so it had the milk spill on me as retribution to set things right in the world, and I completely understand. I am chudding out, I wish I could do things that would make me deserving of that treat, but I don't even talk to my friends. My only friend right here is this little worm on a string. Look at this. I bet you if he wasn't bound to this string, he would probably run away too. But you're bound, buddy. You're on the string. I'm not letting you go. Buddy? That was a joke, by the way. I got friends. No, but anyway, we really do gotta strive, like me and you, we actually do have to strive to stop calling ourselves chuds, because it does leak into the subconscious, and it will alter your energy and your overall outlook on life. I mean, the negativity, it's there. Like, you don't call yourself a chud unless you mean it ironically, because if you're doing it unironically, I mean, I started off doing it ironically, trust me. I was just like you. I was like, haha, funny, I'm such a chud. And now I'm such a chud. This friggin' chud cell choid. No, but for real though, your words do have power, and they will affect your mind, and your mind will affect your reality. So if you say that you're a chud and a loser, you're gonna think you're a loser, and then you're gonna do loser things, and then you really are gonna be a loser. And you don't want that, because you're not a loser. Don't be a loser. Don't call yourself a loser, because you're not. Unless, you're saying it in an ironic way. It's like silly, goofy, like, oh, haha, like, I'm a loser, but not actually. It's very important that subconsciously you're like, haha, but not actually. Because you're not. Trust me. It takes one to know one. You aren't. And neither am I. I'm... I think it's really important, especially in this day and age where everyone's like, where social media is always like, haha, like, I'm a 5-year-old and I just made my first $1 billion. So, if you're not doing this, you're a loser. I think it's really important to be like, actually, haha, you're not. You're just like a normal, chill kind of person, kind of guy. kind of silly little guy. Join the silly little guy army. I'm a silly little guy. You know, we're silly like dwarves, and we garden and stuff like on Sundays. Come join us. I couldn't garden for my life. I have one plant that I've taken care of since I was 6, and he's multiplied. He's everywhere, but he's a house plant. We don't let him outside. You know, it's actually, to be fair, some of his offspring, which are also him somehow, it's like mitosis, or is that what it's called? I don't know, where they split. That's called something. I can't remember. I'm not a science guy. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyways, it's kind of him, but kind of also his offspring. There's a few of them outside, and they're doing good, to be fair, but mostly, like, 98% of them is an inside house plant, and that's where my limit goes. So we don't actually garden, but I would be interested in taking it up. I don't know, maybe, but I'm such a chud, and I could never do something like that. You see how easy it is to fall into that trap? Like, just try it. Just try something, you know? You're not a chud. You can do things. And you know what? It really doesn't matter what I say. I'm not real, but it does matter what you think. So, you know, just remember, you're not a chud, unless you're like a silly little, like, you know, in a funny way. Then, like, yeah, you are a little chud, my little chud. Anyways, that's gonna be it.